What is up, YouTube? This is ProtoDemn. I'm back with another Pokemon Online video. This time I'm bringing you my Tox team yet again, and I'm on Wi-Fi OU here. So I lead off with my Roserade. He has a Macargo, and I go for the Sleep Cutter right there off the bat, and he stays asleep. Next turn, I set up my first layer of Tox Spikes. He ends up waking up, and I think he goes for a Shell Smash, yeah. And so, you know, -1 on the defenses, +2 in attack, special attack, and speed, and he goes for a, right here, H in power, which does not kill me off, and I end up putting him back to sleep. So for him. He stays asleep this turn as I go for my Toxic Spikes. He stays asleep the next turn as I go for my Leaf Storm, and I end up ulting him thanks to his -1. Oh wait, yeah, he had Focus Sash, never mind. But he stays asleep again next turn anyways, so I end up killing him with a hidden power. So, and that's the end of the Macargo. I pretty much just did my job. I had my 2 layers of Toxic Spikes up. And I call back Roserade just because I want it to stay alive. As he goes into the Donphan, and he ends up rabbit spinning my Toxic Spikes away. Which, you know, made all my work useless. He goes into his Salamence, intimidates me and whatnot, which isn't too useful. I go for Spikes even though he has rabbit spin because it's fun. Right there, he goes for the Fire Blast, and interestingly enough, it does not kill me, and I managed to Toxic his Salamence. So right now he's poisoned, and I switch out and I go into Roserade. Just wanted to fodder it, and instead of getting fodder it, he goes for the Dragon Dance. And he's just taking toxic damage. I don't know why people always go for the Dragon Dance instead of, even though they're toxic. Dragon Claw ends up taking down my Roserade. That was perfect in the first place anyway, so I don't really mind. And I was like Skarmory die here too, just because I didn't want any of my other Pokemon to die to the Salamence. So right here I go for the Scizor, and I go for the Bullet Punch, and end up taking him down right there. So we're tied at 4 Pokemon left each, and he goes into a Volcarona. I don't want to stay in there, obviously. I switch out into my Chansey, knowing that it's, you know, a specially offensive Pokemon. I'll be able to wall it to Oblivion, and he goes for a Quiver Dance. I don't know why I switched out here, but he ends up going for another Quiver Dance. I was thinking that if I switched out, I could go for the Dragon Dance. That was a stupid play on my part, and I end up losing my Hexorus for no reason. So I send my Chansey back out. He goes for another Quiver Dance to bring him at +3 special attack, special defense, and speed, and I go for the Captivate, -2 special attack on him. He goes for a Fire Blast. Doesn't really do much, but it does burn me, which doesn't really matter because I do run the Heal Bell on this Chansey. This Chansey is a special defense wall and support. It has Wish and Heal Bell for that. I go for the Wish there, so he goes for another Quiver Dance to bring him at +4. Now he's at +5. Or at least in speed and special defense, he's at +3. He was at +1 special attack because of my Captivate, and right there he's at -1 special attack now. So he switches out, goes into his own Hexorus, which was pretty interesting. We both had one. And I go for the Heal Bell and heal my Chansey. So I sent my Chansey back right there as he goes into Outrage, which, even though it's not very effective, does do a lot of damage. I ended up going for the Bullet Punch right there. It does not take him down, and he takes out my Scizor right there. So right now, he has 2 Pokemon I have 2 Pokemon rather, to hit 4, and his Hexorus is confused, as he calls it back, switches out to Donphan. Right here, I went for the Shadow Ball, which pretty much, like, left is Donphan with no HP. Left over and Toxic cancel each other out. I go for another Shadow Ball there, takes a Life Orb damage, but overall, it was worth it. And right here, he goes to the Rotom-W. And this right here, I'm sorry for pausing, but this right here is the play that probably gave me this game, alright? I call this one the Trick Fail. Oh wait, no, actually, never mind, that's later in, I'm sorry. He goes for the Hydro Pump by switching Chansey. And when he switches out, I noticed, into a Volcarona. I mean, I didn't find anything strange about it at first, I'm sorry. He goes for the Psychic Toss, I go for the Psychic Toss and get burned, and he's going for the Quiver Dance again, as if it's really going to do anything. I go for the Wish again here, and I think he goes for a Fire Blast, and it nearly kills me. It's 24% of my health, and I have 24% left, as I get the Captivate off, and I get the Wish Heal, and so he switches out, and he goes to the Rotom. This is the play, I'm sorry, I messed up earlier. This is the play that I wanted to talk about. I go for the Heal Bell here. I knew there was something up when he switched out of Rotom-W, and lo and behold, right there, he goes for the Trick. He gets my Life Orb, and I get his Choice Scarf because I did not want my Chansey to be crippled. I go for Shadow Ball there, doesn't do as much damage. He goes for a Volt Switch, which does do more, which actually, yeah, it does do more damage with the Life Orb, but doesn't kill me. Fortunately, I survive. And now I have an insanely fast Gengar to fight off the rest of his weakened Pokemon. I Shadow Ball his Volcarona, Shadow Ball his Rotom-W, they both go down. His last Pokemon ends up being Haxorus, which is really weak, and I just Shadow Ball that and take it down, and that ends up giving me the game. That one trick probably ended up giving me the late game, otherwise Haxorus would have been a serious problem and probably could have beaten me, I'm not even sure. So that's it for this game, I'll see you guys in my next video, peace.